They say life's about choices, traveler. But what happens when someone else makes that choice for you? What if death comes knocking? You answer the door, but then some fool drags you back, kicking and screaming. Pull that chair closer, friend. Pour yourself some coffee from that pot. I'm going to tell you about a man who was cursed to live in the stench of his own death. This was back in 78, maybe 79. I was passing through a town called Perdition Creek. That's where I first laid eyes on him. Sitting alone in the corner of Murphy's saloon, nursing a whiskey that hadn't been touched. Something about this fella wasn't right. Customers kept their distance, like he carried something contagious. Call it curiosity, call it stupidity. I bought him a drink and asked his story.
You ever died before, stranger?
Can't say that I have.
Lucky you. I died 3 months ago, but here I sit. Every breath I take tastes of rot and decay. Food turns to ash in my mouth. At night, I hear them. The dying. Their last gasps, their final words. Like I'm standing at the gates between worlds. I had a wife once, Sarah. Beautiful as a spring morning, but troubled. We were going to have a child. My first. I was going to be a father. But Sarah, she had demons whispering in her ear. Made demands, threats.
You leave me, Thomas, and I'll jump! I'll take our baby with me!
Every day became a battle. Every conversation a war. I was walking on eggshells, trying to keep her calm, trying to save our child. Then came the day that shattered everything. I came home and found her in our bedroom. She had my claw hammer. She was hitting herself, screaming about the demons in her head. Our baby. Our precious baby. I couldn't save either of them. Lost the child. Lost my Sarah's mind. Lost everything that mattered. That night, I walked into our barn. Figured I'd join my child, wherever children's souls go when they're taken too soon. I remember the peace, stranger. Sweet, beautiful peace. No more pain. No more guilt. But Dr. Aldridge, he had other plans. Been experimenting with electricity, bringing dead animals back to life. Used me as his masterpiece. Pumped lightning through my veins, forced my heart to beat again. Brought me back to a world I'd already left behind. I remember dying. I remember the peace. But now I'm trapped in flesh that knows it should be feeding worms. I can see people's sins written on their faces like scars. The guilt, the secrets, the darkness they carry. And the smell. God, the smell of my own decay follows me everywhere. You seem like a decent man. A man who understands suffering.
What are you asking me?
Sarah's still alive, but she ain't living. She's locked away in her own mind, screaming at ghosts. She needs to join our child. I can't do it. My hands won't obey. It's like this cursed body won't let me show mercy.
I've seen many broken men in my time, but this was something else entirely. Left him sitting there, staring at nothing. What else could I do? Some burdens are too heavy for strangers to carry. Few weeks later, curiosity got the better of me. Rode back through Perdition Creek. Thomas Grayson, known as the miracle man brought back from death, has been arrested for the brutal murder of his wife. He'd finally found a way. Hanged poor Sarah in their barn, then he tried to use her own body to hang himself again. They say he hasn't spoken since, just sits in his cell, staring at walls, waiting for a death that won't come. Some say Dr. Aldrich is still out there, playing God with forces he doesn't understand. Others say Thomas is still alive, locked away, counting the days until his borrowed time finally runs out. But me? I learned something that night in Perdition Creek. Some doors shouldn't be opened, some choices shouldn't be unmade, and death, well, death ain't always the end, but sometimes it's the kindest gift a soul can receive. Sleep tight, traveler, and pray you never meet a man who can't stay dead.